Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Tellor Dev Call. Today is September 30th, 2024. And we have been running our testnet for about a week internally. I know some of you have seen it running. We have the Block Explorer up and running. However, we're not ready to open it just yet for you to join again. We will let you know as soon as we're ready. We're going to do a few more tests before actually inviting the community to come back and test with us. And with that, let's get started with, what are you up to today, Tim?
Yeah, doing some live testing of the chain that we're testing, and then also working on getting a tipper relayer connected to it and tipping and relaying some data. Yeah.
Thank you. Spuddy?
Yep, I'm still, at the end of last week, we put out releases for Telliot. If you are a reporter who is using Telliot, you need to update. Long story short, if you're using the default sources that we had, not default, but like the example sources that we had in Telliot, because the Coinbase source is still wrong, it's still giving the wrong price. And if you use an old version, older than 2.1, older than 0.2.1, it's not going to go well. You'll risk getting disputed because this source is bad. So I've been updating DVM. I'm working on getting a release out for the DVM. After that, this week, I will get layer hooked up to an IBC to Osmosis.
Awesome. Thanks, Spuddy. I'll have to update my DVM whenever it's ready. For now, my quick fix, in case anybody else is running the DVM as well, is I basically took all the ETH out of it so that it doesn't accidentally dispute something that it's not supposed to dispute. But it'll be updated in the next few days. I know you did a manual update for your Spuddy, so that's great. But yeah, anyway, keep an eye out for that, guys. Brian?
Took a little detour last week to get the data feed loading faster now, so that should be working. If you pull up the data feed, it should be stuck in a loading state for a little bit. So now the Block Explorer needs some tending to in terms of some of the monitors need some adjusting because of for the new chain. There's some minor adjustments with the way the data is coming through.
Thanks, Ryan. Apparently we did update some of the data types for some of our variables. So that had a domino effect into how we read some of the data, and that's why we're still making sure that our front end works properly and that we test internally to make sure that everything's running well before we allow you guys to come back in. Dan?
Yeah, the simulations are starting to run. It's attempting transactions, but there's a mismatch between the Genesis accounts and the randomly created simulation accounts. So the transactions are failing from a signing error. So I'm working on resolving that.
And just to get like a clarification on the simulation, do these simulations fork the chain state and then do stuff on it, or how does this work? Can you give a little bit of background?
I think it can. There's like an import export scenario for that. Basically it's just doing every possible transaction with a bunch of different inputs over the course of however many blocks you set. So it just tries everything, and yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Dan. Caleb?
I'm going to be still looking into the reporter daemon. Right now our change looks like things are going well. I might try and mess around and add something that checks for any tips and reports for it, because that's not a part of it yet. And then I need to restart and update one of my DVMs. And then I have to fix my branch from just exporting always the CSV file to making it a flag so that I can merge that in and get that up. But it's been running successfully for like a couple weeks now. So I don't know if Dan's used it or not, but it's there.
Right. And that was the pricing information, the CSV?
Yeah, it's exporting the Bitcoin and Ethereum stuff to a CSV, and then also there is an API that you can have running, and so that you can like download the CSV files from a API query.
Right. And this is for monitoring purposes, just in case people are wondering. Nick?
Yeah, not much. Deep dive coming out, should be tomorrow. Maitri.network. Decentralized social media. It's a good one, guys. So yeah, and then working on some user contracts, hopefully do that drawing at some point today too for you. So make some stuff clear on the chain.
Great. Thanks. And Mike?
If you could just check my feet on the bridge architecture ADR, that's a bit of a doozy that I'm going to put together today. Just want to make sure that it's all up to date. And I'm going to use your drawing if you'd like.
Yeah. Let me know if you want me to change the colors.
Okay.
So it could always be more gray and green.
Yeah. We could change it. We have a different palette.
Right.
Made that. So okay, I'll send you that.
Perfect. And also, I forgot, Nick, you got us on the list. We have a token on list. Are we ready? Is that not ready?
It got merged into the bridge repo, like on GitHub, but then it's not live yet on the front end. So there's always that lag. So I'm guessing today or tomorrow will be up on list. So I'll just keep checking.
All right. I did see the contract and it looked like a normal token. So I was like, okay, so.
We're good now. So.
Okay, so just one more step and then we'll be there. Perfect. And Ryan, do we have any questions?
No questions.
Great. Well, then we'll see you guys next week. Thank you.